summer, I have prayed to the rain gods.
Literally all summer.
All summer. When Houston has literally gotten so much rain, not where I live,
Yeah.
bone dry. Bone dry. But I asked, I've been praying to the rain gods, and what's happening?
It is coming down.
All day so far.
Yeah.
All day so far. Ah! And I think there's rain in the forecast for the next week. So we're going to get our entire summer of rain in 1 week, I think.
Yeah, literally.
So,
which is good.
So I know I talked to you guys about this the other day. A very good friend of mine has passed away. He was one of my first trainers I had in Houston. And 54 years old, way too young. Only been married to his new wife like 2 years. Baby's only 9 months old. Baby will never know his daddy. But the reason I'm bringing it up is because another friend of mine, that's actually where I met her, was at Mike's. Her husband was a super good friend of Mike's and lived with him. They were roommates for 10 years. I mean, like super close. Anyways,
Wow.
he's gone down that dark, deep rabbit hole that I talk about that happens. And his wife is just horrified. She doesn't know what to do because he's not eating.
Yeah.
He's not sleeping. He's just won't go to work. Very depressed. And I told her, I said, I'll talk to him. I've been there. My brother, my son, both my dads, numerous other people, but I told her, you can't, and he's already on depression medicine, because he's a depressed kind of person, but this has gotten it even worse. Like, it's bad now. Like, and so she was asking me today when I went to see her, because she has a spa, Teresa, what can I do? What can I do to help him? And I'm like, I was telling my other girlfriend that lost her son, you gotta, the more you are keeping yourself alone, the more your brain has time to go there. Think all that horrible stuff. Dwell on all that horrible stuff. But if you get your mind busy, it helps, I don't want to say distract, but it helps your mind be busy so that you're not left alone to just sit and think about it, think about it, cry. Yeah, it's just horrible. And you've been in a depressed state of mind periodically.
Yeah.
And you know what it's like. It's like if
you just think of all the worst things possible.
If you just stay alone,
that's all you think about.
That's all you think about.
That's all.
You don't think about all the other great things that are happening in life.
Yeah.
All you can think about is the bad.
Yeah. And that's what gets you.
And it pulls you down. It sucks you down deeper. It sucks you in. And I told her, I said, I was asked if I wanted medication, when my son passed away. And I literally thought to myself, okay, I can either get on medication and be in a fog for months or years or however long, and then come off that medication and have to finally face reality and face the death and the grief. Or I could just somehow try to face the grief right then and there, no matter how hard it was. And I know, and I told her, I said, I know Mike would not want your husband to be doing this. He'd be saying, dude, knock it off. Come on, we got some life to live, And, they're parents to 7 kids. The kids need their daddy right now. And so, some of you out there know what I'm talking about. Some of you have felt it. Some of you have been there. And you know what I'm talking about. It's a dark rabbit hole that can suck you in and hang on to you and not let you out. And so the best thing I told her to do is have him talk to me, but have him talk to somebody. He's got to start talking.
Yeah.
He's got to work through this because she needs her husband. She's trying to hold the family together, and she loved Mike just as much as all the rest of us did.
Yeah.
Like, I've got to go to his funeral next Tuesday, and it's in an auditorium. That's going to tell you how many people are going to be there.
Wow.
It's in an auditorium. And that's on Tuesday. And then they have another one on the 27th in another town in an auditorium.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah. He was very well loved, very liked. He touched so many people's lives. And I'm telling you what, his legacy is going to live on because of all the amazing people he touched and all the amazing stuff he did in this world. So, anyways, I don't want to be a Debbie Downer today, but you know, I love to inspire you guys and motivate you guys to live your best life. And I know that this past couple years with COVID and everything we've all been going through, depression is probably at its highest that I see right now amongst people, and it's very real, guys. It's very real, and COVID didn't help. COVID made a lot of us stay home, be alone, have horrible thoughts in our heads all the time. Know that we know that it's very real, and it's hard to deal with, and sometimes you just gotta get out there and reach out for some help. And help is always available. I don't care if it's your pastor, I don't care if it's a therapist, I don't care if it's a good friend. You've got to be able to talk about it and talk through it and not let it just eat you up inside, because it will, it can. So let's get on with some ranch stuff.
Let's go.
Here we go. That new cabinet that you guys built, that's going to get hung above the new cabinet. Okay.
Ese puede ir para
The Sergio's going to build. We're going to put the TV on that wall. Sergio's going to build TV. Sergio's going to put the TV and build the cabinet.
Es que Sergio va a poner la caja esa para poner la televisión, porque va a poner la televisión ahí.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh.
Oh.
Very nice.
With the new shade.
Wow, it looks good. I love the way it looks.
Oh, I like the shade.
Let me off the plastic inside.
Ooh.
Oh my god, it's so pretty.
Look at that. That's
See?
so pretty.
Now we're getting the Teresa Roma bling bling.
Mr. is the blim blim.
Yes.
Oh my god, I love it.
Looks like that. Just got lipstick on.
Really?
Great.
Oh my god.
God. Beautiful.
Very, very nice.
Goes with the
The
table.
other one is coming back later.
Things always have to change. Get moved. Let me see if it's going to be tall enough. So that's going to go on this wall.
Mm-hmm.
And then the one that was here. It's going to go here. Okay. And then all those black and whites downstairs, we're going to change this wall right here. So these will come down. We're going to take that family picture down. These four are going to get put down there. And then all those black and whites that we had downstairs will be 2 rows right here.
Okay. So pretty much what we had
Downstairs is going to go here.
Okay.
These 4 are going to go here. And then this picture is going to go downstairs.
Okay.
We leave you alone for 1 second and
Okay. So, remember this in my other house?
Yes.
Okay. I'm not doing all 5 TVs. I'm only doing 1 TV. But I want this look with the shelving so that we can put pictures of grandkids, all kinds of stuff. So it'll look like it's built in. I mean, everything else is getting built in. This needs to be built in and finished. So it's going to take on that look. And then, of course, this is where the Xbox is for the grandkids and everything. So, yeah.
Very nice.
You know, kind of that look. With, well, remember he did these with the mirrors? Yeah. So.
Very nice. I like it.
Yes.
Okay.
You know, we're never done.
No, never. Never.
So I've often told you that I could probably own a self-help bookstore. Because I own, look at this whole library.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, like, I own so many self-help books, it's ridiculous. So, probably all through my 90s, all in the 90s when I was divorced and everything, I wanted to better myself. And so, like, I literally bought everything. Like this, I had when I owned my health club, How to Energize Your Employees.
Yes.
Books on self-esteem, how to raise millions, just if you want my cheese, men are from Mars, women are from Venus, like you name it. I own every. Nikki, nobody wants to hear you. Nobody. I literally own so much. How to make anyone fall in love with you.
Oh.
The road less traveled.
I think
You can have it all. Turn your dreams into realities.
Yes.
Like, I'm just telling you, I've had everything. But I'm telling you, when it comes to tragedy, I have basically been my own therapist, I guess you could say. Yes, I've gone to therapy. I've always done therapy. I think therapy is the number one thing that anybody can do for anything. I don't care if it's grief. I don't care if it's sadness. I don't care if it's screwed up family time. I don't care. I mean, like, I think therapy is the best you can do. But if you can't go to therapy, you can always read books. And I'm going to tell you, this is the book that I first read. I had just lost my son, and Lamar and I were headed on a trip to the Caribbean. And I was in the airport, and I went into the bookstore just looking for something, you know, to read on the airplane, magazine, whatever. And I saw this book. And I was like, what's this book about? Finding solace and strength from friends and strangers. But I picked it up, and I read about it, and I thought, holy smokes, I need this book. And the whole time I'm in the Caribbean, I think it was even Mexico, I don't know. This was a book I started to read out by the pool, couldn't put it down. Literally read it in one day at the pool.
Wow.
Sobbing my eyes out. But she herself lost her 16-year-old son in a car crash. And of course I'd lost my 19-year-old son in a car crash. So it hit home. So right when I was having a pity party, I read this book. Okay. There went our disco light.
Oh my God. Technical difficulty.
It was God.
Yeah.
God was saying. But literally, by the time I got done reading this book, I stood up and I walked to the side of the pool, and you know how you kind of kick your feet in the water. I kicked my feet in the water, and I just stood there and I cried and I cried and I cried. But a sense of almost relief came over me, because it was like, oh my God, if this woman who was married to Senator John Edwards at the time could go through this and be so strong, then I myself can go through this.
Right.
It helps. So this book, if any of you, if I could promote a book at all, this book did amazing things for me. Saving Graces. It's the best book. Especially if you've lost your own child, the best book. But then I went on to, like, this one. You know, I love Joyce Meyer. I always talk about her. God is not mad at you. Because I felt like God was mad at me and was punishing me. And that's how he was punishing me, was to take my son away. So this book did me some good, because I was, you know, anybody that's ever lost a child, anybody that's lost anybody, you're immediately thinking God's mad at you. You know, what did I do that caused this? Managing your emotions. Another good book.
Great title.
The Purpose-Driven Life. If you've ever wondered what your purpose on this earth is, read this book. Amazing. When Grief Comes. Journey of the Soul. I'm telling you guys, emotional sobriety.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good title.
Deep, deep, deep. The Winning Ways of Life. Something to smile about. You know how I love Zig Ziglar. This book will make you laugh and smile, and it's just amazing. A Miracle on the Road to Recovery. Recovery can be anything. Right here it says, tragedy strikes suddenly as a deadly motorcycle crash forever changes the idyllic life of 33-year-old John Keller. This is a testimony of his family's unquenchable love and unstoppable faith in the promise of God. Walk through John with a miracle. Anyways, amazing. Conversations with God. Hello. Can you see how worn out this book is?
Yeah.
I have read this book over and over and over and over. Give your child a gift of love. This book will change your life forever. Forever. Get Happy Now. Peaks and Valleys. Remember I love that book, Who Moved My Cheese?
Yes, yes.
Same
think it's in the office.
same author. I know it was right here. Who Moved My Cheese was right here. Right here.
There you go.
I just need a different scope.
Same author. Peaks and Valleys. Love, love, love. Get out of a valley sooner, stay on a peak longer, have more peaks and fewer valleys. Amazing. Skinny book. Doesn't take you long to
Yeah,
read.
easy
it.
read.
Oh, this is my special one. And of course, you know, we all love Joel Osteen, you know.
Yes.
This one, Become a Better You, Your Best Life Now. So, I am an avid reader. Avid. You can clearly see. Love, love, love. So, I'm just telling you, there are ways, if you can't go to therapy, if you can't talk to somebody, read a book and realize that you're not alone. You're not the first person to experience what you're experiencing. There's been other people lose a child, and this book helped me so much to know that this woman lost her son, and I'd lost my son, and I just felt like I felt like I was her, like or she's me, you know, just like wow. So, anyways, guys, don't want to bore you too much about it, but there's ways to get help. And if you can't go out and personally get the help, get the help through a book. Get the help through a book and realize you're not alone. There's no reason to have a pity party. You're not alone. You're not the first person in this whole entire world and life to experience what you're experiencing. There's been other people experiencing the same thing, and they too can talk to you or help you. And if it's in the form of a book, hallelujah. But if it's in the form of just face on face, hallelujah. So that's all I got to say about that.
And this is the book I'm going to be borrowing. So I feel like I know 100 ways. So an extra 103 will not hurt. So I'll get back to you guys on this one.
I was like looking at all this, and I was like, I walked in here for a minute, and I was like, okay, there's no bedroom over here anymore. So why do we still have a closet over here?
Oh.
So I said to Sergio, I found my new bar area. We just need to tear 2 walls down. So remember out here, we were just going to have cabinets with fridge.
Yeah.
No. We're going to tear this wall out and tear 78 inches of this wall out. And it's going to be an L-shaped bar.
Wow. Major.
And this will not go to waste because we can take this and put it in the bar in there. And that'll be where the fridge is, and then he'll build up, and so we'll tear out more carpet and it'll all become nice flooring, nice tile. So this is going to become, so in here, those cabinets that you see out there will be right here. This will get a wall. This will be closed off. There'll be cabinets right here. This will be, actually we have to get in and out of the bar somehow. So whether it's going to be over there or over there. We're going to figure that out. Anyways, and then we'll tear this out, and the sink will be over here because there's water behind here because there's a toilet right there. Wow. So, bar, there'll be a sink and everything, glass shelves with glasses all over here. This will all be open. You'll be able to see downstairs.
Oh.
You'll be able to see the party going on downstairs.
Nice.
Party upstairs. This will all be open. This is my new bar area.
I like
upstairs. And then we said, this is so pretty up here. What if we look at that view, see the lake? So what if we put a big, huge 144-inch by 72-inch window like downstairs up here? This would become your favorite room in the house. Remember at the other house, how beautiful the second floor views were?
Wow.
So just imagine 144 inches wide by 72 inches tall on this wall.
Just like you got that amazing view, now you got that up here.
And then you got this amazing bar up here. We're doing a whole entertainment center. See, he's marking everything out on the walls. He's doing a whole entertainment center for me.
Gee.
So we'll have to have an electric shade up here and one over here.
Wow. Can't leave you alone for too long.
You can't leave me alone for 2 minutes. My mind just starts working. Working.
Well, I love it.
I know. So just when you thought we were done tearing out, here we go again.
Should have left that dumpster there.
She's like, you're like, I thought we were done with the place. Like,
That's gonna look stunning though.
Oh.
That's really
gonna
like
make this room. Can you imagine sitting here at the bar and you can see what's going on down there?
Yeah, no.
The party that's going on down there.
it
Party
continues the
going on here.
openness
Yeah.
all up through here, and
Yeah.
I love it. Stunning idea. What else you got in that ring?
I don't know. That's what happens. I spend time in a room and I just start. It comes to me, and I'm just like, I walked in there and I was like, why do we still have a closet right here? I don't need a closet right here.
Right.
That's so wasted.
Right.
I could turn this into amazingness. Instead of it just being a normal room, it becomes an amazing room, like the rest of the house.
Oh yeah. Wow.
Yeah. So
I love it.
sorry, Fab.
Here we go, guys. Continuing on the.
I told you it never ends. So what do you think?
Yes.
This is what I call Goldilocks. So, as you can tell, my hair's still wet. So, this is what happens when you take a shower at night and wash your hair. And then I just stick it in a bun on top of my head to go to bed. Because I'm like, screw it, I'm not blow drying it. I should blow dry it before I go to bed. But I don't. I just take it wet. And so, this is what happens when you let it down finally the next day at noon. It's still wet. It's kind of Goldilocks-y. It's not fixed at all. But what do you think?
That's good.
Yeah.
Like your little curl pattern going on there.
Got what?
Your little curl pattern going on there.
Little curl pattern. So, anyways, so I hope today's video resonates with some of you. I hope me talking about certain books that I've read that I keep on hand that I always go. I don't know if you guys are like that or not. If you read a book and you keep it, put it in the library, and then maybe weeks, months, sometimes years later, you like go back to it and want to read it again. Not because you forgot what it said, but it just helps to refresh and go like, oh yeah, I remember that now. Yes. And kind of keeps you on path. Kind of keeps you on the course, you know? Just like Saving Graces. I have not read that book since my son passed away in 2006. I know that book like the back of my hand. I remember that book. That's the book that brought me out of, everything. But I want to read it again. Like something stern in my soul that says, you need to read it again. Not because I forgot what it said, but just resonates.
Yeah, go through it again. Go through the book.
Yeah. So it was funny when I was pulling all those books out to show you guys. I pulled quite a few that I've kept out that I'm gonna go back and read again. Just like Who Moved My Cheese. I probably have read that book 150 times, and every time I read it, I just pick up on something else. Like, not that I forgot it, but I'm like, oh yeah, remember? Oh yeah. Did you ever read the book?
Yeah, it was an easy read. It was short.
Yeah.
And it was good.
Yeah. Did you read it again?
Still looking for the cheese.
Did you ever read it again?
No, not
You
again.
just read it one time.
Yeah.
And I bet if you just sat down and read it again, you'd
Yeah.
be like, oh my God, how did I miss that part
Yeah.
the first time I read it?
Yeah, now focus on something different than I did in the first time.
Right. So, anyways, guys, I hope you, like I said, I hope somewhere in today's video it resonated with you and you got something out of it. We're still plucking away, and you know, just like I said, it never ends around here. You're gonna see with another bar. That's what happens. The more time I spend in the house, the more ideas I keep coming up with.
But honestly, this next one is big and wow. Like
yeah, it's gonna help. It's gonna help bring the second floor into the first floor.
Yeah, big time.
Like right now, it seems like the first floor's got wow. And the second floor's like, oh, it's there. It's there. Now I think the second floor is gonna have a wow.
Yeah.
Anyways, so with that said, guys, make sure you're going to become a Hey Peeps member because we are getting ready to blow your minds in September with what Hey Peeps are getting.
Yes.
So you're going to want to, and you're going to want to get grandfathered in at that price because in September prices are going up. But those of you that have the membership that you have now, you'll get grandfathered in. You'll get to stay at that price when everybody else has to get a more expensive package. And then you're going to be like, why? Why do you have to charge so much? Or why do you have to charge us? You guys are going to get blown away at what you're able to receive because of that membership.
Oh yeah.
It's just going to blow your minds. You're going to be like, God, I should be paying hundreds for this information.
Okay.
Fab, were you Hey Peeps?
No, but I don't know if I should sign up because if I win, I gotta read the fine print on that one with you.
We'll just never pick you.
I'll put a different name under there.
It's like, I'll just use my mom.
Yeah.
So, guys, anyways, happy Monday. I hope you were motivated out of this. And Wacky Wednesday is going to be off the charts.
Yes.
Watch for it. So, until next time, bye-bye.